Hello there, and a very warm welcome back to our channel, the dedicated space where we regularly converge to unravel and absorb the profound, life-altering philosophies designed to shape, elevate, and ultimately transform our existence. Today, we are not just discussing a topic, we are embarking upon an extraordinary intellectual expedition, one meticulously guided by the timeless, universally resonant wisdom of a true titan in the realm of personal development and business philosophy, the incomparable Jim Rohn. His deeply insightful perspectives and practical teachings have, without exaggeration, profoundly impacted the lives of millions across the globe, offering not merely anecdotal advice but a comprehensive and actionable framework for navigating the complexities of life and, in doing so, constructing an existence that is truly exceptional and deeply fulfilling. We are here, specifically, to immerse ourselves in a potent and concise message from Rohn, a powerful triptych that serves as an enduring blueprint for achieving both success and genuine fulfillment, a mantra that resonates with unwavering clarity through the decades. Get up early. Push harder. Become unstoppable. These are far more than just catchy phrases, motivational soundbites, or fleeting inspirational tags you might encounter. They are, in fact, three foundational golden pillars, deeply rooted principles meticulously engineered to systematically unlock your inherent, latent potential and empower you, unequivocally, to architect a life that is truly extraordinary, a life you might have, until now, only dared to envision in your most ambitious dreams. Our journey today will meticulously unpack precisely why these specific statements possess such immense, almost magnetic power, and how, when earnestly embraced and consistently applied, they possess the unparalleled capacity to fundamentally alter the very trajectory of your personal and professional existence. This isn't about chasing transient quick fixes or ephemeral bursts of motivation. Instead, it is a deliberate and committed endeavor to internalize a profound philosophical approach that intrinsically leads to sustainable, profound personal growth, an unwavering sense of purpose, and ultimately, unparalleled achievement. In an increasingly dynamic and often relentlessly demanding contemporary world, where the traditional boundaries between professional aspirations and personal life frequently blur, and where an incessant barrage of digital and environmental distractions perpetually vies for our attention, the enduring wisdom of Jim Rohn stands as a resolute beacon of clarity and actionable insight. He possessed an intrinsic understanding that authentic, lasting success transcends the mere accumulation of material wealth. It is, at its core, intricately intertwined with the deliberate cultivation of robust character, unwavering discipline, and an unyielding commitment to personal excellence in all its multifaceted forms. The very essence of his transformative teaching often revolved around the pivotal concept of radical personal responsibility and the undeniable, direct correlation between sustained effort and proportionate reward. This potent message, articulated so succinctly as "get up early, push harder, become unstoppable," brilliantly encapsulates that overarching philosophy, offering a clear, practical, and eminently actionable pathway for anyone who possesses the genuine willingness and fortitude to embark upon it. It extends a profound promise, not merely of better external outcomes or fleeting triumphs, but of fostering a better, more refined, and infinitely more capable you, a more resilient, resourceful, and profoundly influential individual poised to make a significant impact. Take a moment to truly contemplate that powerful proposition, the very real, tangible possibility of incrementally becoming a person who cannot be easily deterred, someone who consistently and gracefully navigates through daunting obstacles and relentlessly advances towards their most cherished aspirations. This is not hyperbole or an exaggerated claim. It represents a truly tangible state of being, a cultivated mastery that is genuinely achievable through the consistent and disciplined application of these exceptionally profound principles. Let's begin by momentarily exploring the first of these foundational pillars, get up early, a habit that, while frequently advocated and romanticized, is quite often only superficially understood in its true, encompassing transformative power. Many individuals instinctively perceive early rising as a significant sacrifice, a burdensome act of sheer willpower exerted against the natural, comfortable inclination for extended periods of sleep. However, Jim Rohn, with his unparalleled discernment, perceived this ritual through an entirely different, far more strategic lens. He recognized the profound, almost unfair, strategic advantage inherently nested within the tranquil, undisturbed hours that precede the chaotic awakening of the world. This vital practice is not merely about passively adding a few extra hours to your existing day. It is, much more significantly, about proactively claiming a unique, pristine, and profoundly personal window of time that becomes entirely your own, a sanctuary remarkably free from the incessant demands, urgent notifications, and myriad distractions that inevitably dominate the subsequent hours. It is, at its core, a deliberate act of conscious intention, a powerful, self-affirming choice to decisively seize control of your day, rather than passively allowing the unpredictable flow of events to dictate your direction and emotional state. Envision, for a moment, the unparalleled stillness that pervades the pre-dawn hours, the invigorating crispness of the morning air, the expansive, uninterrupted mental space that the early morning uniquely affords. This consecrated time doesn't just passively exist, it actively transforms into a powerful crucible for profound self-reflection, meticulous strategic planning, and highly focused, undistracted action, thereby allowing you to proactively sculpt your mindset and meticulously map out your most critical priorities for the day ahead. It is, without question, an invaluable investment in yourself, a powerful assertion of personal leadership and self-governance, thereby setting an incredibly potent precedent for the sustained productivity, purposeful engagement, and mindful execution that will ultimately define the entirety of your day. This initial, seemingly simple discipline forms the bedrock for every subsequent positive action, instilling an immediate sense of accomplishment and building an undeniable momentum even before the vast majority of people have even begun to brew their first cup of coffee. It serves as a quiet yet resolute declaration to yourself, affirming that your most significant goals, your continuous personal growth, and your holistic well-being are, indeed, paramount, deserving of your most focused, undisturbed, and dedicated attention. Subsequently, our focus shifts to the equally potent second principle: push harder. This is not, let's be explicitly clear, a simplistic call for brute force, unthinking toil, or an unsustainable, relentless grind devoid of conscious thought. Instead, Jim Rohn's powerful exhortation to push harder stands as a profound and ongoing invitation to embrace a philosophy of continuous self-improvement, to consistently and bravely challenge your existing, often self-imposed, perceived limitations, and to courageously redefine what is genuinely possible within the scope of your personal capabilities and ambitions. It transcends the basic notion of merely working diligently. It delves deeper, advocating for working smarter, for persistently striving for unparalleled excellence in every single endeavor you undertake, and for resolutely refusing to ever settle for the debilitating complacency of mediocrity. This profound principle inherently demands the cultivation of a relentless, insatiable curiosity, an unwavering willingness to perpetually learn, to gracefully adapt to new circumstances, and to courageously innovate beyond conventional approaches. When Rohn eloquently spoke of the imperative to push harder, he frequently articulated the paramount importance of applying yourself with greater zeal and dedication to yourself, to your personal growth and development, than you ever would to the specific demands of your job or career. This fundamental and profoundly insightful distinction vividly highlights the undeniable necessity of consistently and strategically investing in the continuous sharpening of your skills, the expansion of your knowledge base, the refinement of your mindset, and the strengthening of your core character. It represents an internal, deeply personal commitment to holistic growth that profoundly transcends any external task, project, or professional role you might undertake. It unequivocally means confronting challenges directly, viewing perceived obstacles not as insurmountable roadblocks designed to impede your progress, but rather as invaluable, disguised opportunities for profound learning, strategic adaptation, and expansive personal growth. Each and every instance where you deliberately choose to push past what feels comfortable, every moment you intentionally stretch yourself beyond your current, established capabilities, you are not merely completing a task, you are, far more significantly, actively forging a stronger, more resilient, and ultimately, a much more capable version of your authentic self. This relentless, internal pursuit of personal mastery serves as the indispensable engine that powers all genuinely significant achievement, acting as the critical differentiator between those who simply manage to get by, and those who truly, magnificently excel, leaving an indelible, positive mark upon the world. It stands as an enduring testament to the boundless capacity of the human spirit for infinite growth, continuous adaptation, and perpetual improvement, revealing the incredible potential that lies within us all. Finally, the grand culmination of these first two powerfully synergistic habits, the disciplined consistency of early rising combined with the unyielding spirit of pushing harder, inevitably leads to the truly inspiring and empowering state of becoming fundamentally unstoppable. This ultimate aspiration is emphatically not about attaining some mythical, impervious status where challenges magically cease to materialize in your path or where failures become an archaic concept. On the profound contrary, becoming genuinely unstoppable signifies the deliberate cultivation of an impenetrable, internal fortress constructed from unparalleled resilience, extraordinary adaptability, and an unwavering, rock-solid resolve that stands firm against any adversity. It embodies the profound development of a deep-seated, self-reliant independence, an intrinsic, unshakable confidence in your inherent ability to deftly navigate through any storm, to triumphantly overcome virtually any setback, and crucially, to extract invaluable wisdom and growth from every single experience, whether perceived as positive or negative. An individual who has truly become unstoppable is not defined by their ability to meticulously avoid failure. Rather, they are distinguished by their profound capacity to learn from it with grace, to strategically utilize it as potent fuel for future endeavors, and to consistently forge ahead with an even greater, revitalized sense of purpose and unwavering determination. Such individuals possess an undeniably crystal-clear vision of their desired future, an ironclad, indomitable will to see it through, and the consistent, disciplined application of effort to meticulously align their daily actions with their highest, most ambitious aspirations. This exceptional level of self-mastery, this profound command over one's own inner world, is precisely what truly distinguishes extraordinary people from the merely average. It is, undeniably, the direct, cumulative result of countless disciplined early mornings, innumerable hours of dedicated, focused effort, and an unwavering, steadfast belief in the inherent validity of one's overarching purpose and mission. When you consistently and thoughtfully apply the fundamental principles of getting up early and pushing harder, you meticulously construct an unstoppable momentum, a powerful, self-generating force that inexorably propels you towards your most ambitious goals, effectively transforming every perceived challenge into a mere stepping stone for advancement, rather than an insurmountable barrier. This, ultimately, is the zenith of personal freedom, the profound freedom to pursue your deepest dreams and aspirations without reservation, secure in the unwavering knowledge that you possess the cultivated inner resources, the robust mindset, and the deeply ingrained, powerful habits required to decisively transform them into an undeniable reality. This transformative state transcends mere external circumstances. It is about deliberately and proactively creating an internal environment where success not only becomes highly probable but, in essence, becomes absolutely inevitable, precisely because you have consciously and consistently evolved into the very kind of person who naturally attracts, embodies, and manifests it. As we now prepare to fully embark upon this illuminating and expansive deep dive into the transformative, actionable wisdom bequeathed to us by Jim Rohn, it is crucial to consistently bear in mind that these foundational principles are not merely abstract theoretical concepts or elegant philosophical musings. On the contrary, they represent concrete, eminently practical blueprints, actionable strategies that, when implemented with genuine intention, unwavering consistency, and persistent dedication, possess the unparalleled power to absolutely revolutionize not only your professional endeavors and career trajectory, but also your personal relationships, your financial acumen, and your overarching sense of holistic well-being and profound contentment. This comprehensive introductory exploration serves as a potent and personal invitation, encouraging you to deeply consider how these timeless principles might already be subtly at play in various facets of your current life, or, perhaps more significantly, how you can intentionally and strategically integrate them even more deeply to meticulously forge a future that is truly brimming with purpose, optimized for maximum productivity, and imbued with profound, lasting satisfaction. Get ready to explore, in meticulous detail, how to harness the quiet, generative power of the early morning hours, how to ignite and sustain your inner drive to relentlessly push beyond all perceived limits, and, most importantly, how to ultimately discover, cultivate, and unleash the truly unstoppable force that resides innately within the very core of your being. Let's collaboratively prepare to unlock an entirely new and elevated level of personal power, together, right now. Alright, so let's jump right into the very first pillar, a habit that appears deceptively simple yet holds truly immense transformative power: get up early. Think about it for a moment. As the first faint streaks of dawn paint the sky, and the world around you remains wrapped in the tranquil embrace of sleep, you are granted a precious, unparalleled opportunity. This isn't just about setting your alarm clock a little earlier. It's about claiming a sacred, undisturbed window of time to intentionally shape your day. Jim Rohn, with his characteristic profound clarity, always emphasized the critical importance of personal responsibility. Waking up early, in essence, is one of the most tangible and direct expressions of that responsibility. It's a powerful commitment to your goals, a conscious decision to seize control of your time, rather than passively allowing time to control you. Imagine the profound silence of those early hours. There are no buzzing notifications demanding your attention, no urgent emails flooding your inbox, no chatter from colleagues or family members interrupting your thoughts. This serene quietude provides the perfect mental canvas for self-reflection, focused planning, and strategic prioritization. It's the ideal environment to connect with yourself, to set your intentions, and to meticulously map out the trajectory of the day ahead without any external noise or pressure. What could you accomplish with even just one dedicated hour before the rest of the world stirs awake? This hour could be meticulously invested in meditation, cultivating a profound sense of inner calm and clarity. It could be devoted to enriching your mind through reading, absorbing new knowledge, or revisiting timeless wisdom. Perhaps it's the perfect slot for invigorating exercise, boosting your physical energy and mental focus for the entire day. Or, it might be the prime time to sketch out business strategies, refine creative ideas, or diligently work on acquiring a new skill that propels you closer to your aspirations. Consider the cumulative effect of this seemingly small daily habit. If you consistently gain just 1 hour of focused, intentional time each day, how much knowledge, how many skills, and what significant achievements could you accumulate over the course of a year? The numbers become truly staggering. Waking up early isn't about sacrificing sleep. It's about intelligently optimizing your waking hours to achieve peak performance and cultivate a deeper sense of purpose. It's about building a robust, unwavering foundation for a productive, efficient, and meaningful day, which in turn creates powerful momentum for achieving your larger, overarching goals. This consistent discipline instills a sense of accomplishment even before the day officially begins, providing a psychological edge that cascades into every subsequent activity. It cultivates an internal locus of control, reinforcing the belief that you are the master of your destiny, not a mere passenger. It's truly a strategic advantage, a quiet rebellion against the reactive nature of modern life, allowing you to proactively design your existence rather than simply respond to it. Jim Rohn often spoke about the slight edge, and waking up early is precisely that, a subtle but powerful leverage point that can dramatically shift the trajectory of your life. It's the first ripple in a pond that eventually creates a wave of positive change. Now, with that powerful momentum established through the discipline of waking up early, our focus naturally transitions to the next crucial principle: push harder. This isn't merely about working longer hours or grinding away endlessly. It's a profound call to constantly expand your capabilities and relentlessly challenge your own perceived limitations. Jim Rohn famously declared, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." This isn't a cynical statement but a powerful invitation to embrace continuous self-improvement and to relentlessly strive to surpass the person you were yesterday. Pushing harder means going beyond the bare minimum, seeking out new and innovative ways to refine your craft, enhance your efficiency, and achieve superior results in every facet of your life. It demands that we courageously step outside the comfortable confines of our routines and willingly confront challenges, viewing them not as obstacles, but as invaluable opportunities for profound learning and accelerated growth. Every single setback, every difficulty encountered, serves as a crucial test of your resolve, your ingenuity, and your inner strength. When you consistently push harder, you're not just honing your professional skills, you're actively forging character, cultivating unwavering persistence, and building an incredible capacity for resilience in the face of adversity. This dedicated effort represents a truly sustainable investment in yourself, an unwavering commitment to becoming the most capable, adaptable, and resourceful individual you aspire to be in the future. Jim Rohn's wisdom extended to emphasizing personal development above all else, asserting, "Work harder on yourself than you do on your job." This profound statement implies a fundamental shift in perspective. It means prioritizing continuous learning, diligently sharpening your skills, relentlessly expanding your knowledge base, and consistently elevating your mindset. When you dedicate yourself to becoming a better version of yourself, meticulously investing in your own growth and development, every job, every project, and every other goal you pursue in life automatically becomes significantly easier, more manageable, and far more effective. This isn't just about output. It's about the internal transformation that makes greater output inevitable. Pushing harder means critically evaluating your methods, asking tough questions, and being open to feedback that helps you iterate and improve. It's about cultivating a growth mindset, believing that your abilities are not fixed but can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's about showing up fully, bringing your absolute best to every endeavor, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. This consistent application of effort, combined with an unwavering commitment to personal excellence, creates an upward spiral of achievement and satisfaction. It's the engine that converts potential into tangible results, transforming aspirations into concrete realities. This relentless pursuit of excellence is the bridge between intention and manifestation, ensuring that your early mornings are not just well spent, but powerfully amplified by your subsequent actions throughout the day. This synergy is what begins to mold you into someone truly unstoppable. This relentless pursuit of excellence is the bridge between intention and manifestation, ensuring that your early mornings are not just well spent, but powerfully amplified by your subsequent actions throughout the day. This synergy is what begins to mold you into someone truly unstoppable. When we talk about pushing harder, it's not merely about clocking in more hours or grinding relentlessly without purpose. Jim Rohn's philosophy delves much deeper, inviting us to consider how we push and what we push towards. It's about cultivating a profound sense of self-awareness and strategically applying our efforts to areas that yield the greatest personal and professional growth. Think of it this way: your early morning discipline provides the fertile ground, the quiet space for strategic planning and self-improvement. The push harder phase is where you plant the seeds of those intentions, watering them daily with deliberate, focused action. It's about moving beyond simply doing and moving into mastering. This involves a continuous cycle of learning, adapting, and refining. You're not just performing tasks, you're seeking to understand them better, to execute them more efficiently, and to innovate new approaches. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of working harder on yourself than you do on your job, and this principle is never more evident than in the push harder mentality. It means dedicating time and energy to acquiring new skills, expanding your knowledge base, and critically analyzing your own performance. Are you merely meeting expectations, or are you consistently exceeding them? Are you satisfied with your current level of understanding, or are you constantly hungry for more insight? This relentless drive for self-improvement is what separates the average from the extraordinary. It cultivates a powerful personal development journey. Pushing harder also means embracing discomfort. Growth rarely happens within the confines of our comfort zones. It demands that we step out, confront our limitations, and challenge our perceived boundaries. When faced with an obstacle, the push harder mindset doesn't retreat. It evaluates, strategizes, and then surges forward with renewed determination. This isn't about blind stubbornness, it's about developing an internal fortitude, a resilience that allows you to bounce back from setbacks not just intact, but stronger. Every challenge becomes an opportunity for learning, a chance to refine your approach, and a testament to your unwavering commitment. Consider the athlete who dedicates countless hours to perfecting a single movement, or the entrepreneur who pivots their business model after an initial failure. These are prime examples of pushing harder, not just physically, but mentally and strategically. They understand that true progress is forged in the crucible of persistent effort and a refusal to be defeated by temporary setbacks. This deep self-discipline transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Moreover, pushing harder means being intentional about who you are becoming. Jim Rohn wisely taught that success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. This profound insight underscores the essence of pushing harder. It's not about chasing external accolades or material possessions directly, but about meticulously sculpting your character, enhancing your capabilities, and expanding your influence. When you consistently invest in yourself, when you dedicate yourself to growing into a more skilled, more knowledgeable, more resilient individual, you naturally elevate your value. This increased value, in turn, attracts opportunities, relationships, and achievements that align with the elevated version of yourself. Your focus shifts from what you get to who you are. This transformation is a gradual but powerful process, fueled by the daily choices to get up early and push harder, not just in your tasks, but in your very being. This journey of intentional self-cultivation is precisely what leads to becoming unstoppable. Being unstoppable doesn't mean that life will suddenly become easy or devoid of challenges. In fact, it's quite the opposite. An unstoppable person is not someone who never falls, but someone who refuses to stay down. They possess an internal GPS that always recalibrates, reorients, and continues moving forward, regardless of external conditions. It's a profound state of self-mastery, where your mindset is your most powerful asset. You've developed an unwavering belief in your own capacity to solve problems, adapt to change, and ultimately achieve your goals. This conviction isn't born of arrogance but from a long history of consistent effort, repeated overcoming of challenges, and a deep understanding of your own strengths and growth areas. The early morning rituals have instilled discipline, and the consistent pushing harder has forged resilience and skill. Together, they create an impenetrable fortress of self-belief and capability. To become unstoppable is to cultivate an unwavering commitment to your vision, coupled with the flexible adaptability to navigate any storm. It means seeing setbacks not as roadblocks, but as valuable feedback, as necessary detours that ultimately sharpen your path. You become impervious to external negativity, not because you ignore it, but because your internal drive and purpose are stronger. Your focus remains steadfastly on what you can control: your attitude, your effort, and your continuous learning. This is the ultimate freedom that Jim Rohn speaks of, the freedom to define your own destiny, to write your own story, and to live a life of profound impact. This unstoppable mindset becomes a magnetic force, drawing positive outcomes and experiences into your orbit. It's the culmination of consistent self-discipline and relentless ambition, a true testament to the power of deliberate, daily choices in shaping an extraordinary life. This unstoppable mindset, that magnetic force drawing positive outcomes and experiences into your orbit, truly is the culmination of consistent self-discipline and relentless ambition. It's a profound testament to the power of deliberate, daily choices in shaping an extraordinary life, far beyond what most people ever imagine possible. To be truly unstoppable isn't merely about achieving a goal. It's about transcending the very idea of limitations, transforming your internal landscape so that external obstacles become mere stepping stones. It signifies a fundamental shift in your identity, where resilience isn't just a trait, but the very fabric of your being. This isn't a destination you arrive at overnight, but a state of perpetual becoming, forged through every early morning sacrifice and every challenging push you undertake. What does it actually mean to become unstoppable? It doesn't imply that life suddenly becomes devoid of challenges or setbacks. In fact, quite the opposite. An unstoppable individual often faces more challenges precisely because they dare to aim higher, to venture into uncharted territory. The difference lies in their unwavering response to these hurdles. Where others might see an impenetrable wall, the unstoppable sees an intricate puzzle waiting to be solved, a temporary detour, or perhaps even an opportunity to refine their strategy. They've cultivated an internal compass that always points forward, no matter how strong the winds of adversity blow. This inner fortitude is built brick by brick, through every early rise that gives them an edge, and every extra effort that stretches their capabilities. Jim Rohn's philosophy teaches us that success isn't something you chase, it's something you attract by the person you become. When you consistently get up early, dedicating precious, undisturbed time to personal growth, planning, and self-improvement, you are actively investing in that future self. When you push harder, relentlessly seeking to expand your skills, knowledge, and perspectives, you are meticulously sculpting the character that will naturally draw opportunity. This isn't about external validation, it's about internal transformation. You become a person of value, not just because of what you do, but because of who you are. This self-improvement compounds, creating an aura of competence and unwavering determination that is genuinely irresistible. People are drawn to those who possess such an indomitable spirit, seeing in them not just potential, but proven grit and an inspiring trajectory. Consider the practical implications of this identity shift. An unstoppable person approaches every decision with clarity, every problem with a solution-oriented mindset, and every opportunity with courageous ambition. They don't procrastinate on difficult tasks because they've trained themselves to embrace discomfort as a pathway to growth. They don't shy away from necessary confrontations or uncomfortable conversations because they understand that genuine progress often lies on the other side of these challenging moments. Their internal dialogue shifts from "can I do this?" to "how can I do this?" or "what's the next step?" This fundamental change in perspective empowers them to navigate complexities with a calm assurance, knowing that they possess the inner resources to overcome whatever lies ahead. It's a profound sense of self-reliance, a quiet confidence born from repeated acts of discipline and effort. The synergy between get up early, push harder, and become unstoppable is the true magic here. Getting up early isn't just about gaining an extra hour, it's about claiming ownership of your day, establishing a ritual of proactive engagement that sets a powerful tone. This ritual instills a deep sense of discipline and purpose. When you then push harder throughout that day, applying heightened focus and sustained effort to your goals, you're not just working hard, you're leveraging that early start. The discipline of the morning feeds the intensity of your effort, and this combined force accelerates your progress exponentially. It's like a flywheel effect. The more consistent you are with your early mornings and your persistent effort, the more momentum you build, making it increasingly difficult for anything to slow you down, let alone stop you. But what about those moments when life throws a curveball, when even the most disciplined efforts seem to fall short? An unstoppable individual doesn't view failure as an end, but as invaluable feedback. They don't dwell on mistakes, they analyze them, extract the lessons, and recalibrate their approach. This resilience isn't innate, it's cultivated through the very act of pushing harder, learning to tolerate discomfort, and seeing past immediate gratification. They understand that progress is rarely linear and that temporary setbacks are an intrinsic part of any significant journey. Their self-talk during these times is constructive, not condemning. Instead of asking, why me? They ask, what can I learn from this? Or how can I adapt and come back stronger? This powerful mindset ensures that every stumble becomes a setup for a greater leap forward, solidifying their reputation and internal conviction as someone truly unfazed by adversity. This unwavering spirit also creates a powerful ripple effect. When you embody these principles, you don't just transform your own life, you inspire those around you. Your work ethic, your positive attitude in the face of challenges, and your consistent growth become a beacon for others. Colleagues are motivated, friends seek your advice, and family members are encouraged by your example. You become a leader, not just by title, but by the sheer force of your character and the demonstrable results of your consistent efforts. An unstoppable person radiates a quiet confidence and an infectious determination that elevates the entire environment they inhabit. They demonstrate through their actions that an extraordinary life isn't reserved for a select few, but is accessible to anyone willing to put in the work, starting with those deliberate early mornings and sustained pushes. Ultimately, becoming unstoppable is about cultivating an enduring vision and committing to the long game. It means understanding that massive success is often the sum of countless small, seemingly insignificant daily victories. It's about delayed gratification, knowing that the seeds you plant today, through your early rising and relentless effort, will yield a bountiful harvest in the future. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about consistency, growth, and the unwavering belief in your own capacity to evolve. It's about taking full ownership of your potential and refusing to settle for anything less than the best version of yourself. Jim Rohn continually reminded us that the biggest challenge we face is not what we can't do, but what we could do if we simply applied ourselves. The power to become unstoppable lies within each of us, waiting to be unleashed through the simple yet profound daily practices of getting up early and pushing harder.